I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am the being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. We are saying, God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is the purity God desires. We know that the real self is God. Therefore, when we affirm by the science of the spoken word that it is so, we are merely affirming what already is, and by our free will, we are giving God the authority to be what he already is, where we are, in this temple, where I am. It requires your fiat because God gave you free will to experiment in the physical universe, in time and space, according to your decree. So is your manifestation. So we are here to affirm that God is where I am. God is perfect, beautiful, joy, all of the fulfillment of cosmic purpose, of the individual manifestation, which is you. Together, God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is the purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is the purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God is purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. God in me is a being of violet fire. God in me is a purity God desires. Now, since the name of God is I am, in place of the word God, we say, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires, knowing we are using the sacred name which Sanat Kumara, the Ancient of Days, gave to Moses as a memorial to all generations. We are the generations of light bearers, and the name of God is our inheritance, and when we affirm it, the wholeness of God manifests where we are. Now the challenge is to retain the light we affirm, to maintain it in the emerald matrix, in the inner blueprint, and to sustain it by the law of harmony. Together, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires.
I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. I am a being